It's just files that it writes.
हेलो हेलो डेस्कटॉप ऑडियो सुनाई दे रहा है हाँ देयर वी गो आई डोंट नो हाउ इट गॉट फिक्स्ड आई थिंक इट्स फिक्स्ड नाउ हेलो somehow it's fixed I have no idea I don't know what I did it just got fixed I just played some audio in the background it's fixed okay nice uh, ठीक है let's put me here and let's let's make a thumbnail I think face select हो गया है let's see yeah stream सुदीप तो तू अभी डिस्कॉर्ड यूज करता है क्या क्योंकि इफ यू वांट अपन डिस्कॉर्ड पे ही बैठ जाते हैं दैट वुड बी कूल hmm actually I'll take this and do I have Photoshop? Let's open Photoshop. So- I need a really like cringy ass. What tool is that? It's vidIQ. आजा फिर डिस्कॉर्ड पे आजा अपन डिस्कॉर्ड पे बैठ लेते हैं I'll give you the server link. New file वाला res let's import ये वाला let's paste the okay commit and let's paste that array yeah let me get something else I'll just write text now what's the problem for watch time oh huh nice thanks that is you only na Sudipto I can tell from the last name that wasn't ha that was going ha 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 um okay तो तू आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा है that's that's got to be horrible designing whatever I'm doing right now but it has to work yeah clear text you know what let's just yes me only never used acha you don't use Discord you should use Discord considering you're getting into editing right editing is great with the editing community on Discord is big so you should get into Discord you can get a lot of work from Discord मतलब don't try to because there's a lot of cheap work on there but Discord से तो at least contacts बना सकते हैं it's pretty useful Yeah, this just has to work. इतना ज्यादा ओवरडू नहीं करते इसको. थोड़ा स्लैंट करके बीच में ही रखता लाइव को मैं. हाँ ठीक है यार, इतना ज्यादा वी डोंट हैव टू थिंक अबाउट. मैं वैसे चिल स्ट्रीम कर रहा हूँ, डजंट रियली मैटर. लाइव एनालिटिक्स डिटेल्स में होगा ना ये. एंड आई पुट दिस हियर एंड सेव. दैट्स प्रीटी ओके, दैट्स नॉट अ बैड थंबनेल, वर्क्स. ओके विल गेट टू. हाँ ठीक है. Thumbnails been updated. Now use the Photoshop AI feature to put a suit on you like a news reporter. Oh, that's a good idea. But I'll have to recreate it now. मैंने save नहीं किया उसको. Oh, yeah. How can you do this? I don't think I have. Oh, नहीं नहीं, ये cracked वाला version है, इसमें नहीं होगा. Although we can still do it. Uh, mm, sketch. No, edit. I think this is it. Yeah, इससे ही होता है. Put me in a. Let's see. Thanks. You like the stream like you. Okay, that's not good. It just removed everything else. Put me in a suit. Keep everything else the same. There we go. Nice. We love this. We love this. We love flux context. Where is the thing? Yeah. Let's add a thumbnail here. Let's go change and let's add this. Let's go. Looks much better. Nice. Thanks for the idea. Oh, that's nice. Thanks. I have a I have a lot more tools that you guys can use in content. मतलब I don't remember everything off the top of my head. बट जैसे ही कोई टास्क आता है तो आ जाता है वो दिमाग में. एक मिनट इंस्टा पे स्टोरी डाल देता हूँ. भाई इंस्टा पे आई एम नॉट एबल टू रीड योर चैट राइट नाउ. बट इंस्टा पे कल का वीडियो 24,000 व्यूज भाई. लेट्स गो. इट वर्कड सो वेल कल वाला वीडियो. दैट रिमाइंड्स मी, मुझे आज भी एक वीडियो अपलोड करना है और अभी ये स्ट्रीम पे एक वीडियो रिकॉर्ड करना है. तो एक्चुअली आई विल डू वन थिंग. आई विल रिकॉर्ड द वीडियो फर्स्ट एंड देन आई विल पोस्ट अ स्टोरी क्योंकि एक्चुअली अगर स्टोरी से लोग आए तो वीडियो रिकॉर्ड करते करते मैं बात नहीं कर पाऊंगा। हम्म। अरे हाँ, जस्ट आई कैन पुट इट ऑन डिस्कॉर्ड ना दैट आई एम लाइव। अगेन सेम थिंग बट थोड़ा वॉच टाइम मिल जाएगा। रोड मैप वाला वीडियो तो 4 दोस्तों को भेजा था, एवरीवन लव्ड इट, दैट्स कूल भाई। एंड राइट नाउ वी अभी फिगर आउट हो गया है कि एग्जैक्टली exactly क्या करना है। तो the account soon is going to grow like crazy. At least Insta wala account is figured out. I know exactly what to do now. We're going to grow like crazy, bro. Oh, हार्दिक का मैसेज आया। हाय। न्यूरल आर्क। वेट व्हाट सार्थक इज दिस? ये कौन सा वाला सार्थक है भाई? अच्छा, दिस इज डिफरेंट। थोड़ा बताओ। वेग 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 सा शेयर सम स्टफ मे हेल्प। अबाउट व्हाट? Let's see, where should I share it? We should have a channel for this, na? Oh, there we go, announcement. Publish, confirm। नमन को भी भेज देता हूँ। ओके, डिस्कॉर्ड पे डाल दिया है। लेट्स सी डिस्कॉर्ड से कोई आएगा तो दैट वुड बी कूल। ओके, अपना थंबनेल बन गया है। लेट मी जस्ट अपलोड माय वीडियो। सब हेलो पॉपअप। लेट मी जस्ट अपलोड माय वीडियो। उसके बाद वह 3 डॉट्स एंड भाई, मैं फिर से भूल गया इसके चैट वाले पैनल पे कैसे जाते थे। इसके चैट के पैनल पे कैसे जाते हैं भाई? क्लिप्स, कॉपीराइट, एनालिटिक्स, कस्टम, डिटेल, बैक। यहाँ पे 3 डॉट्स। नहीं। ये मिल गया, मिल गया, मैंने खुद ढूंढ लिया। ओके, नाउ यहाँ पे चैट ओपन है। मैं फोन पे से वीडियो पोस्ट कर देता हूँ। लेट्स सी, दीपक की चैट कहाँ है? एआई टूल बताता हूँ। ये देखो, ये वाला जो टूल है ये काफी ज्यादा इंटरेस्टिंग है क्योंकि ये लिटरली एक आई एम फ्रॉम डिस्कॉर्ड। अरे व्हाट्सअप मैन, हेलो। फाइनली डिस्कॉर्ड से कोई आ गया। हेलो ब्रो, व्हाट्सअप। जनरेट कर सकते हो आप। आई एम जस्ट पोस्टिंग राइट नाउ, वी आर जस्ट चिलिंग। मैं अभी I'm posting an Instagram video. Tell me, bro, what do you do? How did you find our Discord? Oh, बोलो भाई. नमन भाई still on stream? Hello. अरे what was this video about? मैं भूल. अच्छा इसका क्रिया है. Uh, AI Media Warehouse. This is an yeah, dog, it's me, the Mr. Harry guy who asked you for AI coding thing for making stores and all. Hope you're doing well, man. Oh, that's good. I am from Discord too, big fan, sir. Hi, hi, random big fan. How are you? Message redacted? ओए, डिलीट क्यों किया मैसेज? हेलो, जनरल में कौन है? मन जाता है. Oh. Did you delete the messages on your own? What happened? By the way, what's your PC specs? This is Ryzen 5 3600 and 3060. Oh, like कर दो भाई stream, one like. That's sad. Neural arc and done. And let's share this reel and इसका automation भी बना देते हैं. What is your soft? हाँ, Zorcha. फोन पे चैट खोल दिया मैंने. आई हैव फीवर अगेन. फिर से क्या हो गया भाई? अब तो मेरी वजह से नहीं हुआ. अब देख, मुझे ब्लेम मत कर तू. वेयर इज नमन भाई? ये रहा. पॉपअप इज नमन. ब्रो, मेरे को याद है भाई, गेमिंग के टाइम पे क्या स्ट्रीम करते थे. तब कितना टाइम होता था भाई. मेरे को वो करना है भाई. जो स्ट्रीम खत्म ही नहीं. 6 6 7 7 घंटे स्ट्रीम भाई. दैट वाज फन. वो करना है भाई. एट सम पॉइंट आई विल डू इट फॉर लाइक 1 मंथ. पूरे महीने के लिए 6 6 7 7. यू हर्ड अबाउट NA10 हाँ हाँ, NA10 के बारे में वीडियोस भी बनाए हैं मैंने इंस्टाग्राम पे. आई लव NA10. 1 मिनट हाँ गाइस. आई ओपन द चैट हियर. रियल गोल्डन डेज. हाँ भाई, मतलब मैं, नमन और इट्स नॉट वर्किंग आउट पूरे दिन भाई खेलते रहते थे. क्या तो खेलते थे. खेलते ही रहते, खेलते ही रहते, खेलते ही रहते थे. खेलते जाओ, खेलते जाओ, खेलते जाओ. गेम ही खत्म नहीं हो रही. मजा ही आ जाता भाई. ओके, स्टोरी डाल देता हूँ. एक काम करता हूँ. अरे भाई, खास के इधर दर्द हो रहा है मेरे को. ये क्या है? Real golden days are when Manskool posted him on YouTube and he solved Rubik's Cube blindfolded on the Rotary Club stage. Ah, हाँ, those videos are still there. I think I've seen your video. I truly think, हाँ NA10 is भाई NA10 is proper like professional tool. NA10 is मतलब समझ how Premiere Pro is for video editing, NA10 is for AI automation. भाई मैं क्या अच्छा हाँ, मैं अरे बाप रे मैं ऐसा स्लर करके बात कर रहा हूँ क्या? वो वाली वीडियो नहीं देखी मैंने। दिखाता हूँ। आई थिंक यही अकाउंट पे है। प्राइवेटेड है बट दिखाता हूँ मैं। इंस्टा पे स्टोरी डाल देता हूँ पहले। गाइस ये रील रिकॉर्ड हो रही है शिट। NA10 सीखना है कहाँ से सीखूं? यूट्यूब पे बहुत कुछ है भाई। गाइस वी आर लाइव राइट नाउ। अगर आपको इफ यू वांट टू कम एंड टॉक टू मी लाइव, इधर आ जाओ। ये लो लिंक, जल्दी आ जाओ। लिंक ये रही एंड लेट्स पेस्ट इट। डन। शेयर। ठीक है। होपफुली नाउ पीपल विल कम। लेट्स होप। Only bad side is AI agent part where you got to pay credits to use AI agents. I'm trying to bypass that using AI which are down as in console and all. हाँ, अभी तो NA10 में you can use Olama. भाई मैं सिखा देता हूँ NA10. Sir, do you like Among Us? Yes, I do like Among Us. There are certain people that I like to play Among Us with. Hide and seek. Only with those people I like Among Us. Okay. So we have uploaded the video on Instagram. हम खाना खा रहे हैं. Why would I smile, bro? Why would I smile? And what is your problem with me smiling, babe? अभी uh, what are we doing? What are we doing? I am free from today, by the way. Free to do what? I am from phone. मैंने इतना गंदा मिसरीड कैसे कर लिया भाई? There is this cool video on N8 on how to automatically generate those motivation videos you see online. Also, one of my friend here. Bro, I'll tell you. मेरा थोड़े दिन में वीडियो आ रहा है. I'll tell you the resource right now. Go and learn the basics of NA10. Once you're done with that, there we go. This this repository, bhai, it is so damn good. You can literally there are automation workflows for anything. इसके ऊपर मेरा एक वीडियो आने वाला है 2-3 दिन में. This is a great repository, bhai. You can basically do anything with this. 10 के स्टेप अबे नहीं हो रहे हैं भाई। 10 के नहीं हो रहे हैं। ही इज डूइंग 20 के नहीं भाई। हम्म, फोन पे चैट खोल देता हूँ मैं। एक्चुअल आर्टिकल्स भी पढ़ने हैं यार, वे जस्ट चिलिंग राइट नाउ। ब्रो, मतलब आई थिंक देयर आर 2 or 3,000 वर्क फ्लोज। ये देख भाई, इट इज सो डैम गुड इफ यू नो व्हाट if you know what N8N is, you will understand how valuable this is. भाई ये this is crazy. This is amazing. ड्रॉप द वीडियो जल्दी। और चीजें बताओ कंटेंट रिलेटेड। कंटेंट रिलेटेड यार, अभी लिटरली आई वांट टू रिकॉर्ड अ वीडियो राइट नाउ। वंस, मतलब आई एम थिंकिंग, आई डोंट नो इफ आई शुड से दिस क्योंकि मेरे से होता ही नहीं है ये कभी। आई वांट टू डू वन लॉन्ग फॉर्म वीडियो एवरी डे, क्योंकि आई एम सीइंग कि लॉन्ग फॉर्म में थोड़ा थोड़ा तो व्यूज आ जा रहे हैं, एंड इवेंचुअली इट विल पिक अप यार, मतलब आ ही जाएंगे लॉन्ग फॉर्म में व्यूज, एंड आई एम स्टिल नॉट डूइंग इट इवन दो इट्स लाइक अ गारंटीड थिंग। सो आई एम थिंकिंग आई विल डू लाइक अ वन लॉन्ग फॉर्म एवरी डे। लेट्स एटलीस्ट ट्राई। लेट्स होप कि मैं ये कर पाऊं। आई एम लाइव नो। मेरे को फोन पे दिखा रहा है दैट आई एम नॉट लाइव एनीमोर। द हेल। हम्म। अब खुल गया। सुदीप्तो भाई, हैव यू सीन मंस किड वीडियो विद हिज कजिन? अबे जा बे जा, दिमाग खराब कर रहा। हट। मयंक और वो है वो वीडियो में। 1 मिनट यार, पानी रखा था मैंने। अच्छा हुआ याद आ गया भाई, पानी लीक होना चालू हो जाता है फिर नदियां बहने लग जाती हैं इधर। यू आर लाइव। ओके ओके। अरे यार मेरा डिस्प्ले, ये इधर वायर इतनी नीचे लूज है ना भाई, जैसे ही थोड़ा सा भी हिलाओ वो। हाँ बट डू पीपल पुट इट, ओके, डू पीपल पुट इतना बड़ा गोल वीक दो या दो? And yes, keep pushing the long videos and people will connect to you and you will have a community. नहीं भाई नमन, I haven't dropped the link. Do not drop the link. I think I privated that video. भाई वो वीडियो में what the fuck is this is supposed to be a chiropractic what? ये कैसा ऑटो करेक्ट है? मेरा पीसी लैग क्यों हो रहा है? यस, ये अकाउंट पे कुछ नहीं है। यू कांट फाइंड एनीथिंग। पेन ड्राइव लेके आता हूँ। भाई मानव है वो वीडियो में, मयंक है, अदिति है, अंजलि है। इट्स अ क्रेजी क्रिंज वीडियो भाई। वेट, इस पे आ ही नहीं रहे क्या कमेंट्स? मैंने कुछ और कमेंट करने के लिए बोला था, या फिर दैट वीडियो इज जस्ट ओके 5 likes whatever. ठीक है, आई गेस दैट वीडियो हैज सक्सेसफुली फेल्ड. दैट्स फाइन, दैट्स फाइन. डिस्कॉर्ड आना किसी दिन. हाँ बोला भाई इसको. वेट सो वेट Sudipto, you have a video editing job right now. For sure. Okay. Korea, N8N. ये इधर रखता हूँ मैं बैकग्राउंड में, बट ठीक है. कुछ ढूंढते हैं, because of course we want to talk about something. But I'm just confused with a few topics. See, किसके ऊपर आज का वीडियो होना चाहिए, right? So there is this one article that went viral. कल ही हम उसका वीडियो देख रहे थे. प्राइमेज वाज रिएक्टिंग टू इट. या. अच्छा, it's not even an article, it's a site. They made a site about it. Man, what are we talking about? Video news though. Yes, video editing job and copywriting job. थोड़ा client servicing में घुस रहा हूँ. That's good. Ankita Lokhande and all. Okay. Sudipto bhai, what are you studying right now? I think वो job कर रहा है ना, और on look cursor for design. अरे बहुत कुछ है. I'm just thinking what to, जो वन ऑफ वीडियो होगा जैसा कल का वीडियो था. आई वॉज थिंकिंग मैं स्ट्रीम पे रिकॉर्ड कर लूंगा, बट आई डोंट नो व्हाट टॉपिक टू टॉक अबाउट इन दैट वीडियो, क्योंकि देयर wasn't like a one off topic that was really good that happened yesterday or today. This this is really good, but already enough people have talked about it. I don't know if I should make a video about it. देखते हैं, मतलब this is basically now HTML is like a basic web technology, the father of all web technologies, and we have built layers upon it, React, Vue, and whatnot. And this person is like, bro, just use HTML. Don't overcomplicate shit. Just use HTML. So he's written that site or article, just fucking use HTML. So that's gone viral. Now and why that is something do not talk about. I go to college, but that is something I wouldn't talk about. Fair. That's the case with me also. I fucking hate to talk about college. Why tech companies are moving off React, um, stop using Docker like it's 2015, how to build AI agents to help an open source financial switch to, okay, I don't even have a college, so you can, okay. An open source AI agent that builds Dhruv Oza. Hello. What's up, Dhruv? How are you? फेटल भाई, आई एम सॉरी दैट वीडियो लेट हो रही है. ओके, हाँ चिल मार. हाउ टू यूज क्लॉड टू बिल्ड अ वेब ऐप. um okay, we accidentally built a backend framework for LLM. Wonder graphic accidentally file solver. I see. Nice tag, nice whatever line, clickbait. What else? What else do we have today? What is interesting? Introducing the AI gateway, announcing GoTracer, using LLM to generate user-defined real-time data visualizations. That is useful for my personal projects. Introducing Vercel AI gateway. Check that out. Using V0 for design exploration. Hmm. How do you write code? This could be an interesting article. Let's see. Okay, it's not an article. This happened when you pay late. Naman bhai, what do you do? Nothing, nothing. He does nothing. He's just waiting for me to make money so that he can live a good life. He does nothing. He does not do nothing because he's 17. He just does nothing. Create stunning social media post in seconds. Uh, oh, यार ये काफी इंटरेस्टिंग वाले हैं लेकिन there's nothing like that I would create like a dedicated video about. Build your own tech course, building a CRUD app with Shadcy and UI and Refine. Yeah, Refine is so good. Open source tools for agents. Microservice architecture, well, the just please, if anyone is a developer out here, please read it. People just don't understand it. This is also true. Exactly. SaaS app full course, introducing to bases. When I meet people like you who are 17, it makes me feel so old. खाना खाकर आता हूँ भाई 10 मिनट हाँ हाँ खा के आ so old chill मार भाई we still got that stamina in the bones a simple curated dashboard for website analytics full self-hostable and Docker 16 API terms you should know ठीक है सीखते हैं हम भी AI 2027 how chat with Gemini 2.7 Bhai, this is all interesting, but what is a topic that I can create a video about? Your all-in-one AI assistant for creative work, introducing Zod 4. Uh, using Bolt New locally. Oh, well, that is pretty cool. Huh. This is interesting now. Uh, you are CSE. Yeah, I'm not CSE exactly, or BCA. Acha, CSE by that you mean computer science engineer or what do you mean like the BTech branch? Uh, what is the conclusion they're drawing here? Tell me that. Hmm. Okay. Uh, wow. Okay. So this is interesting. I just misunderstood the whole situation then. Let me check if people have actually talked about this because it just something was wrong about it, but I didn't know what.
AI explosion is massive. AI has gotten so good at
Okay,
development.
I'll just give you guys some context. So, you know what? We'll just start recording also at the same time. Okay, let me give you guys some context. So, there was this claim that, and I did not get deeply into this. There was this claim that there is this company called Builder AI, and Builder AI is basically a service that provides like an AI that creates software for you. But it was so good that someone accused them of using Indian engineers instead of AI to actually write the code, which that does not make sense for a lot of reasons. But I did not go deeper into it. I just thought that's all it was. Somehow they must have done it. Maybe they must have made the software load for like 30 minutes, and that's why uh, the programmers would have been actually able to wipe code a software, make it work well, and give it to the users. But I did not actually watch any videos about it. And now I've just read this article. Uh, where did it go? Huh. I've now just read this article, and now I'm just confused because they say that all of those claims are fake. Now I just don't know what's going on right now. So let me just matlab, let me just check what's going on here. If people actually thought that they were 700 engineers, because that does not make sense.
That there are tons of billion-dollar companies built all around. Deeper dive on how these economic disasters happen, why SoftBank seems to be involved in as many of them as they are, and interesting question. Excited to dive into it with all of you guys, but none of these companies are paying me, and I certainly didn't raise $1 billion. So let's have a quick word from today's sponsor, and then we'll dive right in. If you don't care about your users, you can skip this ad, but if you actually care about what your users are doing and how they use the things you build, this product's going to help you out a ton. Post Hog has made my life so much easier as a person who cares about their users a lot. Super easy if we could them up as whenever someone makes a promise like this, you know they're full of shit. Even the vibiest of vibe coding companies like Lovable and Bolt don't pretend that you aren't a developer. They show you the code right in their UIs and they generate it alongside you. These guys pretend that it's that easy, and it's particularly funny because it wasn't even that easy for them. Also, want to make a statement here because I've made this mistake multiple times already. Builder.io is a different company from Builder AI. They were originally a
Okay.
web tooling company trying to make it easier to reuse components across different frameworks. They're also the place that Misto is applied scam. The two major points are one, legit financial fraud,
Okay.
and two, legit AI, aka actual Indians. The fact they actually had Indian devs as the people doing the stuff, like it's the meme everyone's made forever, but they actually did it. It's absurd. Ugh. So
No, so
how did we get here?
oh,
The
okay, I'm
first
so
financial
confused.
fraud bit is actually kind of interesting. It's a thing that every founder has thought of doing, but most of them know better than. Let's say you have two companies. You have that they
No,
have
I'm okay.
100K did,
Whatever.
and
I
the
don't
company
care about
keeps
the
going crazy,
financial fraud.
fancy fucking house. And then they go gambling on these
Okay, just check it out. For last 2 years and expect to go forward 1 million assets that are not your primary.
market. To treat it the absurd return because they're investing so early that if just a couple of these companies hit, they show that some amount of money, let's pretend, is not actual take home pool of saying it's baseless and false, and Builder AI refutes.
Versi co-founder said it's absolutely baseless and false, that his company would never have recorded expense and built services that it did not receive. We are not the kind of company that is in business or inflating revenue, he said in an interview. A representative for Builder AI declined to comment. Builder AI, once valued at $1.5 billion, is the most high-profile AI startup to collapse since ChatGPT's launch started a global investment frenzy. Its downfall shows the risk inherent in the rush back to Asia.
Used to
Did
comment.
they do it
They
or
were
did they
previously
not do it?
valued at $1.5 billion. Term that honestly two entities to an extent. I have T3 content, which and have my team maintain content side. There are companies that I will use the product of, like convince me to subscribe to that tier for my
No,
whole of
what's the AI scam though?
all those things happened, but they limited tier on T coverage and them to working, so they just paid a bunch
Did I just skip through it?
of devs to fix it anyways. That's how these things go here, because I need them to know how fucked they are, and I need them to realize you're making $6 million a year, and your actual take home, your profit, hasn't gone up. In fact, it might have gone down a bit just because of the transaction fees and other bullshit you have to do for this agreement.
I think I just skipped through I'm so confused. Builder AI scam. What is going on? What happened actually? Okay, I did watch this video. So the summary I had in my head
this
must have
time.
been from
But if your
here.
goal is to make last week, Builder AI, a UK-based startup once valued at $1.5 billion, backed by Microsoft and of course SoftBank, has collapsed back to $0. This comes at a time when literally all my friends are becoming billionaires by putting the letters AI in front of their startup names, but the party can't go on forever. Like most startups out there nowadays, Builder underpaid Indian programmers to massage the slop into a working demo. In other words, it's an artificial intelligence tool powered by biological intelligence. As ridiculous as that sounds though, it's not the main reason Builder AI collapsed. They were also engaging in outright fraud to make their murr go burr. In today's video, we'll find out what went wrong and what it means for the future of AI coding startups. It is June 3rd, 2025, and you're watching the Code Report. It's been a wild few days for the AI enthusiast. The Claude 4 was released, and it made Claude 3.7 slightly better. Then just after that, DeepSeek R1 gets an update that makes DeepSeek R1 slightly better. We're not talking about exponential runaway intelligence here, which is kind of disappointing, but we'll take what we can get to keep the hype train going. But maybe we'll go exponential soon because a new paper just dropped describing the Darwin-Godel machine, a self-improving AI system that iteratively modifies its Python codebase to validate its own coding capabilities on software engineering benchmarks using frozen foundation models. It sounds kind of like Google AlphaCode, but if it actually works, we really are cooked this time. But if your goal is to make money, the most important lesson to remember is that your tech doesn't actually need to work to get super rich. Builder AI used that wisdom to create a product that quickly went from 0 to 1.5 billion, then back to 0 again. And on the website, they say, we make building an app so easy that even a caveman can do it. The way it works is that you prompt it just like ChatGPT, then a professional human-powered vibe coder steps in to fix all the slop. It's the perfect platform for people not talented enough to vibe code. The problem though is that their approach doesn't scale, and apparently the room full of Indian programmers was doing more work than the AI. That's not a good look, but the main reason they went bankrupt is that they were also committing outright fraud. fraud, allegedly, with a round-trip billing scheme with one of their partners. They were invoicing for work they never did to make their revenue go up. It's grow or die, but unfortunately one of their creditors found out and seized $37 million from their bank accounts, and that left them no choice but to declare bankruptcy. It seems like everywhere you go on the internet right now, you'll find clueless optimists is saying that 90% of white-collar work will be eliminated by AI within the next 5 years, to which the clueless pessimists respond by saying that AI is nothing more than the latest Silicon Valley pyramid scheme. The truth is likely somewhere in the middle, and it's going to be fun to watch this bubble pop like 2001 or explode into the singularity. Either way, it's a win. But the best way to get the most out of these AI tools is to learn how they work under the hood, and you can start doing that today for free thanks to this video.
Okay, yeah, whatever. Okay, so they did do like a financial scam, and from what I hear from the T3 chat guy, I don't remember his name, sorry, and Fireship, is that they actually did hire engineers to do the work instead of AI, which that's stupid. But did they actually do it? I don't know. Okay, let's get into this article. Originally published in an eye-catching detail widely reported by media and on social media about the bankrupt business Builder AI last week was the company faked AI with 700 engineers in India. Microsoft-backed AI startup chatbots revealed to be human employees. That's the tagline. Builder AI used 700 engineers in India for coding work it marketed as AI powered. Builder AI faked AI with 700 engineers now faces bankruptcy and probe India's business standard. Okay, so this is what people are saying. It did go bankrupt because of the financial scam it did. But now this article is saying that they did not actually fake having the the AI. The AI was actually really good. So let's just go through what George Orosz has to say. Design challenge a system with 700. Okay, we've put on our evil hacker villain mask and put ethical considerations in the bin. Our goal is to build a system where 700 engineers pretend to be working AI system all without using any artificial intelligence. Also, it's the year 2024 in this experiment. So how do we pull it off? The naive approach, have the devs write code and assume that will never be more than 700 parallel sessions in play. User submits. Yeah, so this was my problem with it. Ki if it's a billion-dollar company, then there might as well be like a few thousand people using it at the same time, right? So what are 700 Indian developers going to do? मेरा मैसेज अरे दिख रहा है भाई वीडियो रिकॉर्ड कर रहा हूँ रुक जा User submits a prompt, create a to-do app or add a way to upload the to-do, select a developer who's free, start typing out the program, return the first version. Yeah. So that would be the simple approach. And the problem with that is latency. No user will believe if it takes 10 to 30 minutes to provide a response. In that scenario, the deception is likely to be quickly exposed. What's needed is faster response time so customer could be fooled into believing they're interacting with a machine. Basically, what's called for is something akin to Mechanical Turk. The Mechanical Turk, also known as the automaton chess player or simply the Turk, was a fraudulent chess player machine constructed in 1770, which appeared to be able to play a strong game of chess against a human opponent. For 84 years, it was exhibitioned on tour by various owners as an automaton. The machine survived a continued giving occasional exhibition until 1854, where a fire swept through the museum where it was kept, destroying the machine. Afterwards, articles were published by son of the machine's owner, revealing its secret to the public, that it was an elaborate hoax suspected by some, but never proven in public while it still existed. So there was a person sitting there that was playing chess against them. So yeah, so that's what they're trying to create. Back to the current problem and applying the inspiration of the 18th century chess machine containing a concealed human to improve latency and decrease user suspicion, we could perhaps stream what the assigned developer typed. User submits a prompt, create a to-do app, select a developer who's free, pool of 700 whose job is it to pretend to be AI, start typing out the program, return the first version, and while that is happening, characters appear every few seconds. This is better, but it remains a giveaway that the system is slow to complete basic tasks. So, what about incentivizing our developers with a bonus for completing tasks under 3 minutes and allowing them to use any tool they want? Incentives are powerful, so it's likely the following is observed. User submits a prompt, create a to-do app or add a way to upvote, select a developer who's free, pool of 700 developers who pretend to be, start typing out the program, can use any tools that devs want, documentation tools, returns the first version. About a 3 minute delay. Let's say they can do a 3 minute delay. That's an assumption. That's not possible, by the way. We did it. We managed to fake a good enough AI. But wait, how exactly did the devs complete their task within the arbitrary time frame of 3 minutes? To find out, questions are asked, and this is what we see. User submits a prompt, creates a to-do, selects a developer, starts typing out the program, passes on the prompt to ChatGPT or Claude, copies the result, and returns first version. In which case, why wouldn't Builder AI just use the AI? Wait, what? Devs pretending to be AI would use AI to deliver the output in time? This is a logical approach for 2024 when LLMs were already more than capable of generating high quality code. And this is why it would be irrational to hire 700 developers to pretend to be AI last year, where there were already LLMs that did this much better. Exactly. That's why I'm confused. Like, where is this news coming from? If you hired a competent engineer in 2024 to design a system that takes a prompt and pretends to be AI, they could use any tool they liked, and there was 700 devs for the project. What they build would look something like this. User submits a prompt, and then it goes to ChatGPT, Claude, or another LLM, and then it wouldn't even touch the developers. Spoiler, Builder AI did exactly this as well. Natasha's tech stack. Builder AI first showcased the idea of Natasha. Am I pronouncing that right? In 2021, well before ChatGPT was announced. Back then, Natasha was positioned as a personal app builder, and it was clear that the solution worked with a network of geeks who built app to spec. To to product promised a cost estimate upfront and a schedule. The idea was that by taking thousands of projects, the team behind Natasha could create reusable building blocks that sped up building websites and mobile apps. Makes sense. In December 2023, 1 year after ChatGPT was released, Builder AI announced Natasha CodeGen as your always-on software development partner. In 2024, the company demoed Natasha CodeGen in a series of videos which show code generation happening as well in the video. There's a cut, and the video returns the React code is generated. I've confirmed with former engineers at the company that behind the scenes, the system ran for a few minutes before the code generation. Natasha was aimed to be an AI tool for the whole software development cycle. Idea planning, code generation, testing, generate code, create a PR. A team of 15 engineers worked on Natasha CodeGen. Most engineers were based in UK with around 3 in India. At its peak, Builder AI team was circa 30 people. I don't know what circa means. On top of building Natasha, the team was building and maintaining many AI products and services. One ex-engineer there told me they thought a lack of focus contributed to the company's demise. The tech stack behind Natasha, Python, Ruby on Rails, React, and GPT. The team built a set of coding benchmarks that they ran whenever a new model came out and chose the model that worked best for their use case. Natasha had a grander vision that to be a code generator tool. It was the code name for AI projects inside Builder AI, like Microsoft using Copilot for all its project names, not only GitHub Copilot. Other products using Natasha brand name, a chatbot that custom. Hi Ashwin, what's up? We're just reading this article for a video. I'll give you context. A chatbot that customers and developers could talk about their codebase and instruct to implement certain features. A knowledge graph, a vector database storing relationships between features. Um, to predict how ML models to predict how long it would take to implement a specific request by the customer. What about the 700 developers? Builder AI had a working code generation platform built by around 15 engineers. So why did it need to hire hundreds more in India? One thing, Builder hired 300 internal engineers and kicked off building internal tools, all of which could have simply been purchased, including Builder Home, Builder Meet, Builder Tracker, and Builder Whiteboard, Builder Chat, and SenseiBot. Okay. One reason Builder AI failed to grow revenue as quickly as investors were told it was doing was likely due to the lack of focus and rebuilding tools that already existed without anything novel. Builder AI also sold an external development network on top of Natasha. There were around 500 to 1000 engineers employed through outsourcing companies like Globlant, Tatva, and others. Ta- Tatvasoft. मेरे को क्या हो गया भाई? These devs were based in places like Vietnam, Romania, Ukraine, Poland, and other countries, as well as India. Last year, the company was working on more than 500 client apps. This number of outsourced dev is likely to be the origin of 700 developers in India claim that went viral. Former engineers at Builder AI told me that there were internal conflicts about what was the main product. Was it the Natasha ecosystem, including the code generator, or the bespoke software development service that Builder AI offered to the customer? The company built Builder IDE with a team of internal 20 devs, and Natasha helped the hundreds of outsourced developers build app for customers. Builder IDE included facial recognition to verify the developers matched the profile in the system. It also had a fraud detection system that monitored usage. The system flagged cases where contractors billed for 8 hours but had ac- but had been active in IDE for less. Fraud around developer hour worked versus recorded were rampant for 2 years, according to Yash Mittal, former associate product director at Builder AI. He wrote, the primary bottleneck of scaling the business was our external developer network. Another pioneering effort by Builder AI involved onboarding developers globally to customize solutions on our platform using our IDE. However, we didn't anticipate the significant fraud that would ensue, leading to prolonged and intensive cat and mouse game lasting nearly 2 years before we finally got it under control. Downfall. Builder AI went bust after the emergence of allegation of accounting fraud. The Financial Times reported that the lender to the company seized remaining funds once a financial audit revealed that the company had apparently misled investors about revenue. So this is apparently the true part. Builder AI submitted provisional accounts to its auditor showing large reduction to prior revenue estimates. According to people familiar with the matter, these figures showed that a prior 220 million estimate for 2024 revenue had been revised to around 55 million, while previously reported 2023 total sales figure of 180 million would be restated to roughly 45 million, the people added. Lenders withdrawing their capital below blew a hole in the accounts, and the fraud allegations ensured no new investor wanted to sink money into the business. The company's fate was sealed. The company spoke with the engineers who worked at Builder AI, and they feel disappointed and a bit bitter about the experience. I talked with three engineers who were incredibly disappointed at the company's collapse and said they didn't spot any warning signs. After all, Builder AI raised money from Microsoft, which itself was a strong vote of confidence. One dev told me he trusted Builder AI's leadership because former CEO Sachin Dev Dugal won Ernst and Young's World Entrepreneurship of the Year award as recently as last year. These engineers did solid work, created an AI system that felt like it was on par with the capability uh, terms with like Devin and Factory. Unfortunately, the viral claim that Builder AI used human devs to pretend to be an AI has them fearing impact upon their career prospect. This is why I want to share the truth about Builder's AI tech stack. That there was no conspiracy to deceive users into interacting with 700 devs in the mistaken belief. They were working with a cutting edge AI. The devs did solid work, and the company's demise was totally unrelated to their effort. Okay, so the claim was that Builder AI literally hired 700 developers to, just kind of scam their customers, and that would be a problem with their development team. But apparently, while yes, they did the financial scam, allegedly or whatever, they did not do the 700 dev scam. Their system was just so good that this claim seemed plausible, which is crazy. Because if Builder AI is shutting down, that means we've just lost a really good competitor in the AI coding space. Let's just look it up. Is Builder AI shutting down? Okay. Now they have 2.4 stars on Glassdoor. That is sad. ठीक है. So it's still not clear whether or not they are shutting down. Now, also, I find it hard to believe that the devs joining then high-flying AI companies could have knowledge of machination taking place at the executive management level of the business. So, where did the viral claims about 700 devs pretending to be an AI originate? The Financial Times tracked it down to a post for an account from an account X. The Natasha neural network turned out to be 700 Indian programmers. The startup Builder AI offered to write any application like in a constructor by selecting the necessary functions. In reality, customers' request was sent to Indian office where 700 with the help of the scam, the Indian startup attracted 445 million in investment from major IT giants, including Microsoft, over 8 years. At the same time, the application written by AI constantly glitched, the code was unreadable, and the functions did not work. In general, everything was like real artificial intelligence. After the deception was exposed, the startup officially went bankrupt. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff wrong with the post itself as I read it. They did not go bankrupt because of the scam. They went bankrupt because they did a financial scam. They did not go bankrupt because of the 700 developers. Let me rephrase. So this one misinformed tweet has caused all this. Let's just read further. The fake claim in the post caught people's attention, including finance newsletter writer Linus Villunas, who shared it with his more than 500,000 LinkedIn followers, and many publications quoted this post. Wild. Okay. An AI startup which was, it turned out founders Sachin they had reportedly faked revenue. Somehow the company was able to keep the scam going for 8 years. The Qatar Investment Authorities is one of the biggest losers in this saga. They led 250 fundraising 2 years ago. I guess for some AI equals to actually Indians. PS, check out Linus. Okay, this is just now this is just disappointing. So some guy made a fake claim on Twitter. From that, some finance writer who clearly does not understand anything about AI wrote a LinkedIn post without doing his research. And since it was coming from a credible source like him, credible, everyone believed it, including people like Fireship and T3. This is a good reminder of the importance of checking source and to be extra skeptical about social media posts. This also applies to me. Last week, this publication was among those reported claims. This is why I consider it important to recognize the error and go get the full story by talking to people who worked at Builder AI. If your team is looking to hire engineers with experience building real AI system, okay, ठीक है, that makes a lot more sense now. Lot more sense. Because that claim just sounded like nonsense, right? And people like Fireship and T3 were actually saying that it was true. And that's why I just didn't think much about it. I just believed it. But this article makes a lot of sense. I believe this more than anything. Because you just 700, you just can't make $1 billion company by faking AI with 700 Indian developers. That's just stupid. You just cannot do that. Anyways, hopefully you guys have your doubts cleared. Thank you for watching. Tada, bye bye. Back to the stream. What the fuck is this, भाई? ये होता कैसे? How do things like this actually happen? ठीक है भाई, I just have to do some basic editing for the video and then I'll post it. कोई है स्ट्रीम पे? कहाँ मैसेज आया मुझे? What vibrated? Oh, you must explain that in Hindi only or summarize it in English instead of just reading it out. अबे भाई, जो चीजों के बारे में डिस्कस करना था वो तो मैंने बात कर लिया. I'm not going to randomly become a teacher here, no? I'm just discussing a topic. तो मेरे को कोई चीज के बारे में ओपिनियन आएगा that I'll tell. I'm always there man, no चिंता. हाँ क्या मतलब? पर ये सीरियसली ये क्या है भाई? ये कुछ भी है. ऐसा तो कुछ भी न्यूज़ फैला देंगे भाई. I'm like so disappointed in the other sources also because the people that usually do crazy good research, they just they just literally made videos about this कि हाँ भाई इन लोगों ने तो यही किया होगा. while उन लोगों के कौन सी मराठी थिंग? Okay, let me give you guys some context. So okay, okay, let me give you guys some context. तूने ही बोला कि कोई स्ट्रीम पर है तो मैंने बोला कि I'm okay. So there was this claim that and I did not get deeply into this. There was this claim that there is this company called Builder AI, and Builder AI is basically a service that provides like an AI that creates software for you. But why uh fake? Now I just don't know what's going on.
Happen.
Make sense.
That there are tons
इसमें स्पीड कैसे बढ़ाते हैं वीडियो? इंट्रो तो रिकॉर्ड ही नहीं किया. दैट्स ओके बिकॉज इट्स वेरी टॉपिक ओरिएंटेड ना. चलता है वो.
to learn how they work under the hood, and you steps in Dell Machine, a self-improving means for the future. Last week, Builder AI.
What is the
these things go here because I need them to know how fucked they are, and I need them to realize you're making $6 million a year, and your actual take home, your
Hey, Jen
profit
is back.
hasn't gone up. In fact, it might have gone down a bit just because of the
हेलो हेलो, हाँ अब आई गेस आवाज़ आ रही होगी। कितना वेट लॉस किया? थोड़ा सा भी नहीं भाई।
And your actual take home, your profit, hasn't gone up. In fact, it might have gone down a bit just because of the transaction fees. Other bullshit you have to do for this agreement.
I think I just skipped through every. I'm so confused. Builder AI scam. What is going on? What happened actually? Okay, I did watch this video. So the summary I had in my head
this
must have
time.
been
But
from
if your
here.
goal is to make last week, Builder AI, a UK-based startup,
देख, इट्स वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग। कट नहीं करूंगा भाई मैं, क्योंकि वो बताना पड़ेगा ना कि मैंने वो वीडियो एज अ रेफरेंस लिया। फास्ट एकदम कर सकते हैं।
last week, Builder AI, a UK-based startup,
The the T3 chat guy, I don't remember his name, sorry. And Fireship is that they actually did hire engineers
अरे
to do the
बाकी का
work
कट कर दिया ना,
instead of
जितना
AI,
एक्सेप्टेबल टू एक्स से उत्तर का।
which that's stupid. But did they actually do it? I don't know. Okay, let's get into this article. Originally published in an eye-catching detail widely reported by media and on social media about the bankrupt business Builder AI last week was the company faked AI with 700 engineers in India. Microsoft backed AI startup Chat.
ठीक है, इधर से तो जो चाहिए था वही है, सो लेट्स जस्ट एक्सपोर्ट दिस। ओके, हमारा आज का वीडियो निकल चुका है। नाउ व्हाट, अब क्या करूं? थंबनेल बना के रख लेता हूं। आज की स्ट्रीम इज नॉट गोइंग दैट वेल। लोग आ नहीं रहे, देखते हैं। विल हैव टू पिक अ बेटर टॉपिक फॉर द स्ट्रीम, या फिर एक वही एक्सपेरिमेंट करना पड़ेगा थोड़ा स्ट्रीम के साथ। अबे भाई शट द फक अप। देखता हूँ, वीडियो अपलोड कर देता हूँ, फिर कोई आएगा तो करते हैं स्ट्रीम, नहीं तो ख़त्म करते हैं फिर। एडवाइस देनी शुरू कर स्ट्रीम पर करियर के बारे में। अरे लेकिन लोग भी तो आए, एडवाइस किसको दूं? ये डाउनलोड करते हैं फोटोशॉप। ये रहा लोगो। मुझे अरे व्हाट्सअप अश्विन भाई, व्हाट्सअप। बहुत ज़्यादा टाइम लग गया एक ही इमेज लोड होने में। जैसे स्निपेट करता है वैसे टाइटल में रख कुछ एडवाइस देने से ज़्यादा तो अपना चैनल की मेंबरशिप एंड सुपर चैट तो ऑन कर सकता है आई गेस। नहीं यार, पर वो एडवाइस देने वाला करना नहीं है। आई वांट अ मोर, मेरे को यूट्यूब पे वही है, आई वांट लाइक अ मोर इंडस्ट्री प्रोफेशनल ऑडियंस। अपना हुआ क्या, उसको टाइम लगेगा एक्सपोर्ट होने में। टुडे आई गेव एन इंटरव्यू फॉर रिसर्च फेलो फॉर कार्डियोलॉजी डिपार्टमेंट फॉर यूके। हाउ वाज इट भाई? कैसा था? डिड यू गेट इट? व्हाट डू यू थिंक होगा? मन भैया यू ओके? क्यों, क्या हो गया? क्या हो गया भाई? गुड गुड, आई थिंक सो। लग रहा है मिल जाएगा। आपने मुझे वो शीट नहीं भेजी, ना ही चैट जीपीटी का वो भेजा। अबे चैट जीपीटी का वो क्या होता है? चैट जीपीटी का वो नहीं भेजा। ये बंद, ये बंद। शेड भाई ये तो क्रेजी। ठीक है, मतलब मान लेंगे कुछ तो आ गया स्ट्रीम पे। 6 लाइक इज मोर देन यस्टरडे, और 7 7 into 31। ठीक है, 3 घंटे, नॉट बैड। 80-90% सही है भाई। फिर यूके वाला तो बढ़िया होगा। रिसर्च फेलो, व्हाट आर द अपॉर्चुनिटीज आफ्टर दैट? खांस रहा है इसलिए ओके। बढ़िया है भाई, बढ़िया है। मिल जाए तब बताना। नहीं नहीं, ये बंद नहीं करना था मुझे, ब्लीच देखनी है। अभी मेरे को याद भी नहीं है मैं कौन से एपिसोड पे था। जब तक ये एक्सपोर्ट हो रहा है तब तक ये वाला वीडियो देख लेते हैं, काफी बढ़िया वीडियो है।
dollar economy by 2035.
हाँ
Now, what are they and how they can help you as an entrepreneur to build a business in India? I'm going to reveal all of them for you one by one. Now, these 4 unlocks can change everything. At number 1, we have the technology unlock. And by technology, it is placing a big emphasis on what is slowly becoming a part of our lives for obvious reasons, AI. See, I'm sure most of you watching this video are already familiar with using tools like ChatGPT, DeepSeek, Perplexity, and all of the 100 AI tools out there. But there is a very large
वरुण माया कैसा लगता है आपको? ये एक्चुअली वरुण माया की कंपनी का ही चैनल है. This is maintained by वरुण माया. वरुण माया, I like वरुण माया, pretty good. गाना लगा ओए चुपचाप. Yes,
segment of our population
मंजादवानी
which,
बैठ.
forget AI, still don't even have access to some of the most basic facilities like education, healthcare, despite the digital revolution of the past decade. A major reason is that most of these services are in English because most of these companies want to build for the top 1% of India. And these are the next billion people who are right now the big opportunity to serve. And this report mentions how AI can be plugged in with our existing digital infrastructure as a solution to fill and bridge this gap. Now just imagine if
पूरा सिस्टम बना दिया है. 100 dev breakdown. A was crazy scene. हाँ,
a farmer in Bihar
it's
has
really
access to a
good. मैं उन लोगों के
smartphone
ऑफिस
with
गया था.
AI-powered crop planning. This can
Met
increase the entire
Shridev.
productivity in the country, which is so dependent on agriculture. I mean, now if we had a cheap smartphone mobile, cheap pan-India 4G, 5G, an AI assistant that speaks to you in your
Sarvam AI is
language,
good.
understands your context, and
Apparently,
helps you with your
अरे I'll show you something about Sarvam AI. ठीक है? It's like, देख भाई, I personally, I would love to support Sarvam AI, right? But here's the thing, right? What is this? This is so sketchy, bhai. This model, this AI model, Sarvam M, it went viral because it is the biggest release from Sarvam. Uh, I'm not sure of that, but apparently it's the biggest release from Sarvam. And at the time, जब ये viral गया था, it had only 23 downloads. And that was sad because this was the biggest release. And you compare it to models like Mistral 24B, which have 36,000 downloads. या फिर you look at the other bigger models, DeepSeek, that has 600,000 downloads. And you were like, you are comparing 23 on India's model to 800,000 on Sarvam's model. Ye comparison. That's the comparison that was being created. Suddenly, I saw a reel that was comparing the fact that Sarvam M has crossed uh, DeepSeek R1 in downloads. My problem with that is this is so sketchy. It's very sketchy because look at this. ठीक है? Let's open it in another tab. DeepSeek R1 Hugging Face. Okay, DeepSeek. इतना स्लो क्यों चल रहा है ये? स्ट्रीम चल रही है क्या सही से? यार ये क्या है? Why is this so slow? Okay, something to do with my computer. I need more RAM. अरे यार, ये बंद कर देता हूँ मैं. That should help. This is hurting me. It's hurting me how slow this is. Acha, this whole video is in RAM right now. That's why Builder AI video download. I can't click anywhere. क्या ये क्या है? Canada TTS is good. Actually, you've tried it. नहीं, I haven't. एक मिनट, I'll show you what I'm talking about. मैं ऐसे ही look at this chart, right? This is how charts are. क्योंकि कभी model, will go viral. कभी it won't go viral. And DeepSeek R1 has been out for such a long time. Now I see, ठीक है, I understand the fact. It's a whole different comparison. कि DeepSeek R1 is a 685B model, and so many companies use it, and it's not a fair comparison. That's not what I'm talking about. Look at this chart, right? That's how charts look like. Because this is real world. यहाँ पे लोग randomly कभी decide करते हैं we want to download, we don't want to download. What is this chart? Suddenly it went viral. Suddenly for 5-6 days people decided we are going to use this model Spike. Another 5 days people decide Spike. Before that no one wanted to download it, and now again no one wants to download it. How is this possible? How does that happen? अगर एक बार एक मॉडल वायरल चला गया, एक बार people have decided कि shit भाई this model is so good, which I'm not talking about the performance of the model, because from the benchmarks I've seen from Sarvam themselves, the model is good, right? Once the people have decided कि ये model अच्छा है, why is no one downloading it now? That is not how a spread works. What is this? ये कैसे possible है भाई? This is भाई, I so don't want to say it, but it feels like that they somehow faked these downloads, and in a very obvious way. And I really don't want that to be true, but if it is true, what a shame. What a shame, bhai. Nahi, but just look at it. How is this possible? What the hell is this? This spike. And then suddenly now no one likes it anymore. No one wants to use it. And I'm telling you, if 8 lakh people actually use ServaMem, then they would, use it on multiple different devices. क्योंकि ServaMem का जो performance है, it is really good. At least from the comparisons I have seen them make. First I thought कि model ही अच्छा नहीं है, right? I just made that assumption. Now I don't know how good the model is. देख भाई, I have nothing against Sarvam people, right? In fact, I am extremely proud of Sarvam. I am extremely proud of the company. But this is just sketchy. I'm just pointing that out. इसका मैं शॉर्ट काटूंगा ताकि उन तक पहुंच भी जाए. पकड़ लिया. या फिर देख, if you guys did find this short, या फिर the stream or the clip, just give me an explanation for this. Why does your chart look like this? Why does it look like a saber tooth? No, I'm not covering up. I'm just saying why is this like this? How do I start to make a website? Claude पे जाओ, लिखो I want to make a website about this, बना देगा. यार मेरे को समझ में, why is it so slow? ये अच्छा, ये इसको मैं बंद कर देता हूँ. I think close tab. हाँ, now it should work. Okay. Plus 20% average improvement on Indian language benchmarks. That means nothing to me. 21% enhancement on maths benchmarks from what? What is the comparison being made to? When you go to their official website, it is good. The benchmarks are really good. But I don't know, bro. Just let the page load. Let the page load. Let the page load. Load, 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 load. What time are we at? ताकि मैं दीपक को बता पाऊँ कि यहाँ से क्लिप काट 145 145 पे से क्लिप कटवानी है यार ये क्या है यार why is this so slow because Premiere is open why is Premiere open भाई Gemma 3 is so good I want to try Med Gemma 4B हम करेंगे भाई मतलब should we do this because I have a really good laptop I can run a lot of models locally so I can just create videos testing those out हाँ so at least as per their own website Sarvam M is beating Mistral Small and Gemma 3 and Llama 4 Scout and Llama 3.3 in so many benchmarks and these are not random dumbass benchmarks this is MMLU ArcC Trivia QA GPQA Diamond it is scoring close to Llama 3.3 on GPQA Diamond that is a decently good model if 8 lakh people had actually downloaded it they would download it again that chart that spiked chart makes no sense it makes no sense at all not to me or it is possible that this spike is so high that all of the मतलब the hugging face का interface I just minimized it कि थोड़ा 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 दिखता है in which case this should change this number should change very regularly अरे मैं सर्वम के पेज को स्लो नहीं बोल रहा हूँ भाई मैं अपने पीसी को स्लो बोल रहा हूँ तो द मॉडल इज गुड मेरे को आई जस्ट see it is so sketchy it's not making sense if your model is this good and you have that many downloads why will people not download it again quality distribution okay देखते हैं let's see the samples what if Democrats won 2010 midterms and gerrymandered I have no context to this okay let's see Sarah is a professional with 10 years of experience in the hospitality industry. She's considering a career pivot to technology, specifically into a role that combines her hospitality experience with tech. Such as customer experience management of a tech company, your task is to design a comprehensive career transition plan for Sarah that includes identifying necessary tech skills she needs to acquire, finding potential the plan should also include strategies for Sarah to leverage her hospitality background as a unique asset in the tech industry. In the United States, election and what? Wait, what? Um. Okay. See, this is the kind of thing I'm talking about. चल दिस इज अ फेयर मिस्टेक ये डेवलपर ने कुछ घपला किया है नहीं तो इनके कंटेंट मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम में कुछ प्रॉब्लम हुआ है What's your opinion on this? As the models are enhanced to the core, the information will be available at cheap rates. Will there be improvements in human life and people will learn ethics? People will learn ethics का तो पता नहीं भाई, but there will definitely be a lot of improvement in human life depending on how big tech adapts it. देखो, this is what I'm saying. इसका आंसर इधर डाल दिया है. That's a development issue. That's fine. That's a web development problem और a CMS में जो बंदे ने अपलोड किया होगा उसका प्रॉब्लम होगा. But in the debiased page they have the actual answer. So comprehensive career guide, textile development, CRM platform. She should learn scale, Salesforce, data analysis सीखना चाहिए, customer experience, UX fundamentals, AI automation सीखना चाहिए, soft skills, conflict resolution. Okay, network strategy makes sense. This is a decent quality output, something that I would be expecting. If hummus is enjoyed in many variations across different countries, can it truly belong to a single cuisine? Okay, interesting question. With its core ingredient of chickpeas, tahini, lemon, and garlic, it is deeply rooted in the culinary tradition of Middle East, particularly the Levant region. However, its widespread adoption and adaptation across cultures challenge the notice of its belonging exclusively to a single cuisine. Here's a nuanced breakdown. Origin and heritage. That's that's fair. Okay, so it's decent at language, but I can't really judge anything from here because I would expect, I guess, the same thing from a 2B or a 3B model also. As you say, AI is just hype. No, no, no. AI is not just hype. AI is going to change the world. As per the new paper of Apple, models are not even reasoning your thoughts upon that. Yeah, so Dick, just because it is not working in a certain way does not mean it's not working. Models perform great. Yes, in what Apple defines as thinking, which most people agree with, AI does not do that. But yet, models, thinking models, perform better than normal models. That means the technique we are using is still working. Who cares if it fundamentally matches? It works, it performs really well, it writes good code, it gives you good answers, it solves mathematical equation. That's all that matters. The only place where how the underlying mechanism matters is when you're actually trying to improve the system, and the people that are trying to improve the system know exactly how the mechanism works. Except, AI is a black box and all that. We do code AI, right? So we know what are the things that we want to experiment with. So yeah, that's what I think. What is iOS 26, the new version of iOS? See, the model is not bad, at least from the numbers that they've given. Why? Why would no one download it again? See, I'm just saying. Okay, done. That's all I'll say. Do you believe AI will be able to produce new information rather than giving out from its training? That is hard to say. See, the way that AI works, look at it like this, okay? I'll explain it to you in terms of numbers because that's a way closer way to explain it. Okay, let's say a line is like this and another line is like this. This is your semantic meaning of something. If you train AI on this data and this data, AI knows everything in between. Or AI knows this and this as this. This is called fitting data, right? Now, technically, it can detect patterns here and here or here and here, and those patterns would come here. But until and unless you do not have enough data that let AI predict the correct pattern, it can't really produce new information, at least with the kind of AI we are building right now. So your interpretation of the answer depends on how you understand AI. Okay. अरे हाँ. अच्छा, we made the thumbnail, right? Let's just post the video now. वीडियो पोस्ट करते हैं, फिर स्ट्रीम एंड करते हैं. आई हैव सम वर्क ऑफ स्ट्रीम. Okay, fam, yes. That's what doctors do, brother. I recognize patterns and solve clinical cases, but if AI penetrates deep into my ecosystem, I'm out of a job. No, that's not true. First of all, there's an adaptation problem, right? Unfortunately, AI will take a lot of time to get to a level where people actually start trusting it. That is one issue. Another issue is that while yes, AI can look at your field and tell you that, you know, this is the problem that this patient is having. In order to perform it slash manage those AIs, you still need a person, and that person needs to be a doctor. So everyone will become a manager of AIs. So you'll be a doctor that will be treating, let's say, 100 patients a day because you've been enabled by AI. Think about that. How cool will that be? ठीक है, अपना आज का वीडियो अपलोड हो रहा है. Long form videos are doing pretty okay. We're getting anywhere in the range of 40 to 80 views, which is uh, upsetting to say the least, but it's good considering बहुत टाइम से नहीं किया है post. As Jensen says, we will be HR. Yeah, you not quite HR, but like a product manager. Um, all right. I guess stream ends here because you know कितना stream करूँगा. How long has it been since I've been streaming? It's been 2 hours. But stream थोड़ी late चालू की थी. थोड़ा जल्दी चालू करता ना तो I would have streamed for longer. But yeah, I guess we'll end the stream now. So GG's, bye bye. उससे पहले let's do a solve. Okay, you can see me now. Okay, yes, let's do a solve. हाँ. Not bad, not bad. Another one. Okay, last solve. Okay, 18. Let's go. Nice. That was cool. ठीक है. Ta-da. Bye bye. Let's end the stream.